Everyone, I am Marco and I'm going to present you a comparative ratio analysis of two companies. A comparison of two companies, ratio analysis of 2020 and 2021, and where to invest. So the first one, we have current ratio, current assets divided by liabilities. In 2020, Beta Retail has 83, Supertronics has 1.32. In 2021, Beta Retail has 0.83. Supertronics has 1.37. A high current ratio is an indication that the firm is liquid and has the ability to pay its current obligations in time as and when they become due. On the other hand, a low current ratio represents that the liquidity position of the firm is not good, and the firm shall not be able to pay current liabilities in time without facing difficulties. We can see here that the Beta Retail company does not even make a change even a bit after a year. The current ratio is lesser than 1, which is relatively low. It should face some difficulties, whereas the Supersonics has a very good ratio and still increasing after a year. Quick ratio, liquid assets divided by current liabilities. In 2021, Beta Retail has 0.27. Supertronics have 0.31. In 2021, the Beta Retail has 0.28. The Supertronics has 0.39. The quick ratio measures the ability of the company to repay the short-term debts with the help of the most liquid assets. As you can see, both of the company and in both years have very low ratio. Even if there is an increase after a year, it still has not reached 1-to-1 ratio. It means that many of the both current assets are stuck in lesser liquid assets, like inventory or prepaid expenses. Debt to equity ratio, total liabilities divided by owner's equity. In 2020, the Beta Retail has 1.28. Supertronics has 1.62. In 2021, Beta Retail has 1.68. Supertronics has 1.44. Debt to equity ratio measures how much debt a company has taken on relative to the value of its assets, net liabilities. Debt must be repaid, could impair or destroy the value of equity in the event of a default. As a result, a high debt to equity ratio is often associated with high investment risk. It means that a company relies primarily on debt financing. As we can see here, the Beta Retail has an increase after a year, and the Supertronics has a decrease over a year, which is good. A rising debt to equity ratio may make it harder for a company to obtain financing in the future. Debt to assets ratio, total liabilities divided by total assets. In 2020, Beta Retail has 0.56. Supertronics has 0.62. In 2021, Beta Retail has 0.63. Supertronics has 0.60. Debt to assets ratio is a measure of the company's assets that are financed by debt rather than equity. When calculated over a number of years, this ratio shows how a company has grown and acquired its assets as a function of time. If a ratio is greater than 1, it shows that a considerable portion of the assets is funded by debt. In other words, the company has more liabilities than assets. A high ratio also indicates that a company may be putting itself at risk of defaulting on its loans if interest rates were rise suddenly. From what I see, low or high ratio isn't necessarily good or bad. It simply means that the company has decided to prioritize raising money by issuing stock to investors instead of taking out loans at bank. Asset turnover. Sales revenue divided by total assets. In 2020, Beta Retail has 2.4. Supertronics has 2.75. In 2021, Beta Retail has 2.28. Supertronics has 2.78. This ratio measures the efficiency of how well a company uses assets to produce sales. A higher ratio is favorable, as it indicates a more efficient use of the assets. Conversely, a lower ratio indicates the company is not using its assets efficiently. This might be due to excess production capacity, poor collection methods, or poor inventory management. We can see that the Beta Retail has a decrease over a year, and Supertronics has an increase. This means that the manager in Beta Retail has gone worse operating it. Gross profit margin. Gross profit divided by sales revenue times 100. In 2020, Beta Retail has 27.15%. Supertronics has 21.45%. In 2021, Beta Retail has 28.18%. Supertronics has 22.16%. Generally, the higher the gross profit margin, the better. A high gross profit margin means that the company did well in managing its cost of sales. It also shows that the company has more to cover for operating, financing, and other costs. The gross profit margin may be improved by increasing sales price or decreasing cost of sales. Both companies have an increase over a year, means they did well in managing the cost of sales. But the Beta Retail has the higher percentage here. For the last one, we have profit margin. Net profit divided by sales revenue times 100. In 2020, Beta Retail has 3.51%. Supertronics has 3.4%. In 2021, Beta Retail has 1.42%. Supertronics has 3.52%. Net margin measures how much net income or profit is generated. As the percentage of revenue, it is the ratio of net profits to revenues for a company or business segment. The Beta Retail has a fatal decrease of profit over a year, while the Supertronics has a slight increase. It means that Supertronics can assess whether current practices are working and forecast profits based on revenues. The conclusion, from all the data that we explained before, the Supertronics firm has a better data and it is the best option to invest. That's all from me. Thank you.